Namaskaram Mahatmas. Today we are going to, under this evening satsang, we are going to say an important topic about desire and anger, as explained by Lord Krishna in the Gita Budhism. In chapter 2, Communion through Knowledge, he explains how we get desire and how this desire leads to anger and how it affects our discriminative intelligence. So he says, in one who dwells longingly on sense objects, an inclination towards them is generated. That means this senses I told you, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. Skin is for feeling. So if you see any object, for instance, children, they see ice cream. So immediately after seeing they see ice cream, they get a desire to eat it. Suppose that desire, if the mother pays the money and get that ice cream to her, the child gets happiness and eats it. Suppose mother says, you will get cold, no, I will not give it. So immediately the desire, if it is not being fulfilled, it leads to anger. That's what it says. This inclination develops into desire, and the desire begets anger. If the desire is not fulfilled, you get anger. Anger generates delusion. Anger generates delusion. Delusion means you are mentally what you feel when the anger comes. You don't know what you are doing. Delusion results in loss of memory. Loss of memory means what? When you get the delusion, at that time you forget who you are, what is happening around you. Your focus is only on not getting your desire fulfilled. And that anger that generates out of it leads to loss of memory. Loss of memory brings about destruction of discriminative intelligence. What is discriminative intelligence? The intelligence, our IQ power. So whenever anything they see, the discriminative intelligence identifies the good or bad of a thing. Suppose something happened in our life, the discriminative intelligence says, this is not good, this is going to cause bad for you, so you should plan properly, so you should do things in a successful way. All these things is done by the discriminative intelligence. But when you get anger leads to delusion. Delusion leads to loss of memory. Loss of memory leads to destruction of discriminative intelligence. You will lose the discriminative power. You don't know. When you get anger, you begin to excite and you don't know what you are doing. And loss of discrimination spells truant to a man. What happens? In a fit of anger, you take whatever you get in hand, you take it and swipe it, and it leads to murder. So this kind of criminal acts happens because of the mind getting in a fit of anger. That anger leads to any kind of crime one may commit. Sometimes it may be a small thing, what you call where in a fit of anger, you may scold at a person, you can hurt somebody, that may lead to spoiling our relationship with others. So this happens mainly because our discriminative intelligence, you lose your power of discriminative intelligence when you get anger. When you get anger, your Manipura chakra gets very, very vibrant negatively, and your body becomes shaky. And the root cause for all these things is your senses seeing the worldly objects outside and getting attracted. When you see a thing, at that stage itself, your mother says, no, this is not good for you, you are having fever, you are having cold, you should not eat the ice cream. At that time, discriminative intelligence thinks, mother is always think good for us. So if she says, it will be correct. If the discriminative intelligence works, then naturally the child will not get desire, it will not get anger, it will not lead to delusion, it will not lead to loss of memory, it will not lead to loss of discriminative intelligence, and it will not lead to, when discriminative intelligence is lost and everything, you in a fit of anger, you cry, you express your feelings negatively. So that leads to the degeneration of cells in your body. So anger has got very many ramifications. The anger may lead to, suppose if somebody is obstructing your desire to get fulfilled, and you get anger on him, you get hatred on him, you get jealous on them because they are growing, I am not able to achieve that level. and all kinds of negative things, anger, jealousy, hatred, fear, pride, lust, everything, all negative things with the basic cause. If you see, anger has led to so many wars, and for this the base is lust. You are seen in various Trojan War, various wars where lust is the main factor. So, this is why we get anger, because the desire is born in us. The desire is born mainly because our senses get attracted. The more you focus on that objects, it leads to desire. So, if whatever in our life, what we are facing in our life, what we have taken the birth in our life, is all only purely to release our karmas. Whatever you get accept, whatever you go accept it. That kind of mindset comes only when your discriminated desire is functioning perfectly. And you can able to understand why this is happening, why this bad is happening, because of this release of my negative karma. Why this good happening, this is a bad, my good karma. So when you face good, always good, then if you think, if you become attached to that good things what is happening, you get pride, you get superiority complex. That is also bad. When you get face failures, we get dejected, we get inferiority. That is also bad. So these are all happening mainly because of your discriminated delusions. That is not a. So in order to overcome this loss of memory power, loss of discriminated delusions, and to avoid this anger, desire, what a man should have, a man of disciplined mind, who has his senses under control, who should have senses under his control, and who has neither attraction nor aversion for objects. Neither attraction nor aversion. So whatever comes accept, whatever goes accept. Because his discriminated intelligence tells him, whatever comes, whatever goes, is all based on my karma release. So I should not get attached to it. I should offer everything to him. So when that kind of mindset comes, discriminated intelligence comes, you remain tranquilly in a state of tranquility. Tranquility means under all situations you remain calm. Your mind begins to accept everything. Problems faced by the things, success, failure, everything it begins to accept as it is. Though he may be moving amidst the objects of senses. So you are moving in the objects of senses. You get attracted, but still you remain tranquil. You won't get attached to it. So worldly things, though you are moving like a spider which builds a web, there is a small gap in that. So when you are moving it, you have to see that you pass through that gap instead of getting entangled in the web. So these all external worldly things are all like a web. So if you long for it, a desire is born, desire leads to anger, anger leads to jealousy, anger leads to love. Everything is the web. Spider comes and encircles you with this Maya web, and you will become succumb to it. So you should see that you pass through the gap of the web, and you will not get attached. You will not get attached to this Maya. Though you are to move in that Maya to release your karmas, fulfill your duties and release karmas. So whatever people to whom you are to do the duty, if they create bad for you, that you should realize that is mainly release of my bad karma. So something negative, if somebody comes and he creates loss to you, that is mainly because of my release of bad. So this kind of mental tranquility you have attained, that state of Chitta Prajna is possible only you have the disciplining of the mind by bringing the senses under control. Yesterday I told, the controlling of the senses is to bring your senses like a tortoise into the shell inside the Atma, and that is the Lingam, Atma Lingam. So at all times you should remain inside this Atma Lingam and do your duties. It's like inside a train. Similarly, you have to remain in this Atma Lingam shell and fulfill all your duties. Then you will not get all the others come and he touch you external lingam and it falls. He safeguards us and he gives all the strength to fulfill our duties. Then all one's sorrows comes. When this kind of mental tranquility comes, then all kinds of one's sorrows comes and the intellect of such person is steady like a Siddha Prajna. You will not get worried. You will not get dejected. You will not get excited. and your mind remains calm at all times. That is the thing what is needed for our life to be happy. When your mind is calm at all times, there is no excitation, there is no dejections. So naturally what happens, the energy levels in the chakras will not become negative. When it not become negative, it won't lead to degeneration. When degeneration of cells comes, that is the cause for the disease. So if you want to be healthy, you have to keep your mind calm, collective at all times. It has to remain in a tranquil state, that is called Siddha Prajna at all times. For which you have to bring your senses and keep it in the shell of Paramatma, inside the Jivatma, the Atma Lingam. The Lingam gives you protection. Always think that you are inside the Lingam. There is transparent Lingam surrounding you. There is a kavacha for you. Everything comes and just hits and falls. It cannot cross beyond him. He will always give protection to you. Just like Krishna gives protection to Arjuna, who leads him to the path of success in the war. Similarly, in the war of our life, the Atmalingam, he will always remain the shell of Atmalingam. Whatever bad things, everything, the arrows fall there, and you just carry on your duties without attachment and lead a successful, peaceful, healthy, calm life. That is what needed, and that is the object of this sloka. Thank you.